camera already, huh? The movie is started.
Yeah! You! I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Are you kidding me? You guys are dying, and that's fun, because that's what I want.
No one is going to harm you.
New at 6 on the Military Watch, there is just something fascinating about a tall ship. I mean, take a look, especially one that is part of our military. And the Coast Guard cutter Eagle has pulled into Portsmouth for candidate training. And for News Channel 3 photojournalist Patrick Bocord, that ship's arrival has an even deeper meaning. For 6 years, the ship was part of the family. Patrick, you see him there? He's the one on the left. His father, a doctor at the Coast Guard's Academy's clinic, was part of cruises the tall ship took. Patrick got to tag along on a trip to Nova Scotia. And every year, the family would take their Christmas card photo with the Eagle. Now, 11 years after his family moved away, Patrick is back on the cutter, showing all of us just how special it is.
It's one of a kind. It's the only active sailing vessel in the military, and it's the Eagle.
Air Force 177. We're coming into Portsmouth, my hometown. So be able to bring the Eagle here and be on board in my hometown, just can't beat it.
105, looking for 095.
The idea of being out there in the weather, standing in the torrential downpour, going 150 feet, i.e. 15 stories up in a storm to go ahead and take and sail. Those are all experiences that we give our future officers of service. So they're ready for that rescue in that helicopter. They're ready for that rescue on that patrol boat.
My favorite part actually is going up under sail. We turn off the engine, it gets real quiet.
I think that's great that, here you work on the engines which propel the ship, but it's great that your favorite part is when it's under sail.
It's unique. It's a very unique experience.
Seeing the ship, it's truly magnificent. One of America's greatest treasures. What is it about this ship that just makes people's jaws drop?
People start kind of the romance of figuring out what does it take for everyone to get that vessel going. And honestly, what it takes is a lot of hard work, a lot of people hauling on lines.
He was so excited when he first told us that he was going to be aboard the Eagle. When he got out of A school and said, which do you think I'm going to choose, Connecticut or Key West? And I said, well, I certainly hope it's Key West. And he said, no, it's Connecticut. And I said, well, why on earth why? And he just sent me a picture of the ship. And I said, okay, I get it. I know what you're doing.
And new at 5, long before the Robertsons were quacking up the airwaves on Duck Dynasty. A family right here in Hampton Roads were building a duck dynasty of their very own.
Not making duck calls like Duck Commander, but leading parties of hunters from their lodge on Knott's Island, just across the state line from Virginia Beach. Barbara, they persevered for more than 90 years doing this, proving it's never really a bad time to be in the duck business. The hunter and the hunted begin their day before dawn. Tim and Timothy Williams are part of a family tradition.
It was passed right on down through generations to me, and the good Lord knew what I loved, and He knew I loved hunting and fishing. I got to do it all my life.
Faith, family, and feathers have kept the Williams Lodge going since 1920. In the early days, it was Tim's grandmother, Mama Grace, who was the glue that held it all together.
She prayed every day right here on this porch for all of us to catch plenty of fish and kill plenty of ducks, and it must have been a powerful prayer because we usually do.
All 10 men will stand around this table and say grace.
Now, Tim's wife, Nancy, a Boston girl, is the lodge lady.
I never had anything to do with ducks. I had no idea. And when I first heard him doing the duck calls, I thought I would die.
Nancy's hearty laugh and hearty meals keep the visiting hunters going. But it's the skill at calling the ducks that make the hunts successful.
I don't know. I think I've learned it before I learned how to talk. I really. We didn't even have a duck call. We did, we do our mouth call. We go like that or something like that, or like a ruddy duck. So we learned it by mouth. He laughs at you because that's just part of it.
I've been laughed at for 30 years in television. This would be nothing new to me.
You know where you're going to blow it the first time.
Like a little burst?
Like a burst, yeah. That's not bad, see? And duck speeding, yeah. See, and the more you mess with it, the better you'll get.
The Williams have guided thousands of hunters over the decades. For them, it's all about God, guns, and this little slice of heaven on Knott's Island.
Very blessed to grow up here. Just thank the Lord Bell to be here hunting.
I always say I'm the most blessed man on earth. If you want to see the most blessed man on earth, I am.
Today's snow day for Virginia Beach students will give way to day 3 out of the classroom Friday. When you look at the snowy approach to Windsor Oaks Elementary, it's no wonder city schools made the call to keep the buses parked. While temperatures finally climbed above freezing, the snow is taking its sweet time leaving this resort town.
It's Virginia Beach. My son doesn't have snow clothes. We don't have snow gear or even concerned about four-wheel drive.
Chris Copeland was one of many folks digging out. The third snow day tomorrow means Tuesday was his last day with the students at Princess Anne High.
Tomorrow's my last day working. I'm retiring after 31 years. And what's amazing about it, I'm retiring on the 31st with 31 years.
For some, the pretty snow is starting to overstay its welcome a smidge.
Cabin fever is the first thing that comes into mind, but too, it's nice. It's nice to be home.
But with a half a foot or more left, it called for a full day of sledding, chasing, and riding.
Canines and state troopers inspect truck after truck all day long because of a threat to blow up a specific area of Hampton roads.
It was a mail caller, and it was actually patched through to us from a local law enforcement agency.
The call came in around 7:50 this morning, and by noon, the threat was expired. But still, state police remained on high alert, inspecting trucks, campers, and RVs.
The threat that came in, it indicated that a bomb would go off within a certain time frame, and that has since expired. And so, but still, as a precautionary measure, we're maintaining our kind of heightened status throughout the Hampton roads.
The threat targeted one area on Hampton roads. State police won't say where because they're still investigating. With the anniversary of 9/11, state police tell News Channel 3 they were taking every precaution.
Hampton roads is unfortunately a target-rich area. You've got a lot of infrastructure, military assets, and other things within this region that make it very viable for threats and so forth. So any kind of threats taken very seriously, especially one of this nature on this particular date.
Dozens of signatures etched on the cast of Emily Goldrud's right arm.
I have a lot of hearts on it.
She's the 12-year-old girl who was caught in the middle of a car accident while walking to the bus stop this week.
I don't remember hearing anything. I don't remember getting hit. I was in so much shock, like I blacked out, and it all kind of happened so fast.
But she does remember opening her eyes after landing on her back in a front yard and seeing a car's tire inches from her body.
It was like right there, like literally like almost, it could have crushed me. It's pretty scary to think about. It could have been a lot worse. Like after the accident, I did get up. So I guess I'm pretty lucky that the car didn't crush me or like run over me. Like it had just barely missed me.
She had already crossed Aragona Boulevard from Kellam Road and was standing off the street when she was knocked to the ground. Police tell News Channel 3 a Ford Explorer ran a stop sign and hit a Toyota Tacoma. That's when the two cars hit Emily, breaking her shoulder.
I guess that if it hadn't hit the other truck, it could have been a lot worse.
Emily got shoulder surgery this week, and today her parents are counting their blessings.
Me and my wife both were just very thankful that, we could be, setting a funeral together instead of just trying to fix her arm.
On Monday, Emily will head back to school with one more signature on her arm, one from News Channel 3.
I have a long name, so I'll just put my initials. How about that one?
In Virginia Beach, Gabriella DeLuca, News Channel 3.